are going to be filling the square to protest about climate change and looking for government action. Would you be supportive of such actions?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I definitely think there should be more budget made for that side, especially.
Young people are going to be out here next week, filling the square, protesting about the climate change and calling on people like ourselves to take more radical action. Are you supportive of such moves?
I would be, yeah.
And would you be inclined to come along yourself next week and attend the march yourself?
I will do. Yeah, I would.
And if you were Minister of Finance today, would there be any particular measures you might take to protect the environment?
The one big one I would be against would be the boys in the sky, the airplanes. They blame fuel and diesel. Diesel is a problem as well.
Yeah.
I think farming would be another thing. Our country needs farming, but still I think there's maybe too many cattle in the country. The big thing I think is a problem is the airplanes in the sky. They can complain all they want about petrol and diesel on the roads, but there are a lot of cars on the roads years ago. There weren't as much talk of this climate change.
And what about carbon taxes, for example? Would you think that there should be more fuel on diesel for cars and to reduce the level of driving that people do? Or
I think the reducing the driving is a big problem.
Yeah. There's a budget coming up, for example, and the government are going to have a chance to increase revenues on carbon fuels and all that kind of stuff. Would you be supportive of such a decision?
I think most people would, yeah. I would myself, I would, yeah.
And as someone living in Donegal where you probably have no choice but to have a car, we're impacted a little bit heavier, so you think there should be some sort of benefit or some sort of protection put in for low-income families in relation to extra carbon taxes, especially in rural areas?
Well, I wouldn't introduce a tax for people who are low income.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fair on them.
But say if they increase petrol or home heating oil or all those sort of carbon taxes?
Well, that'd be different. If they put it in that way, it'd be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you would buy less fuel, obviously.
Yeah.
If it was too expensive.
So would you put any measures in there to protect, say, pensioners or low-income families to ensure that they could heat their home or be able to drive to the shops to get the fuel, get their shopping?
Oh, you could put in a tax for pensioners and unemployed, so as it wouldn't be affected.
Yeah.
Maybe give them a few euros extra in their money.
Yeah.
Well, if you could only see in the sky the planes that's in it, they're putting in far more fuel, and I think that's far worse than any car or the firemen in this country. Like.
If I could move 10 years to save the planet, are you confident that humankind has
Definitely the humankind has to do something about it, but I can't say 10 years you mean rather than getting fined?
No, 10 years or the sea levels are going to rise and climate change is going to be...
well, things are changing. I notice things are changing as they are, but I do notice the tide's getting higher as well, but I don't know if it's down to that, to be honest with you. I think it might be, my opinion anyway. I notice where I walk the banks a lot, I do a lot of walking, and I notice that a lot of the banks is falling, but it's to do with flour, you know.
And what about airplanes, for example? Should there be a travel tax produced on the level of parade?
I think the airplanes are dear enough.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you can see it. Well, I've got bad lungs, I've got COPD.
Right.
So I can actually feel it. When I first came to Letterkenny 30 years ago, there was very little cars. Now they're just jam-packed.
Yeah.
And anybody with a lung disease can actually feel it.
And you think diesel, obviously with the nitrous oxide of diesel cars, do you think that then the fact that the government years ago made it cheaper to drive a diesel car than a petrol car, you think that's had a negative impact on people's health?
Well, that's a big impact, yeah. The normal diesel's far worse than petrol.
Yeah, it is.
And years ago, diesel was that cheap. Everybody's buying diesel cars.
Yeah.
So that made a big impact. I think we're paying the price for the thing years back.
We are.
You didn't think about it years back.
You didn't, no, you didn't.
It's only in the past, 10, 15 years, it's been taken seriously.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that governments are getting together and actually having conferences about this.
If you were Minister of Finance again, would you put any measures in place, for example, increase public transport in Donegal or increase the budget or social welfare in order for people on low incomes?
I think the welfare needs to be increased more.
So carbon offsetting revenue to,